Hey, this is Rick and welcome back to another do-it-yourself aquarium fish tank tip. This is going to be like an emergency video, but also maybe some tips on how to maintain your tanks and how to maintenance your tubes and your parts that go on your filters and your fill and drain kits, however you do your aquarium cleaning and changing your tank water. If you've seen some of my past videos, this is one of my 55 gallon plastic food grade barrel that I cut the top off. This was about 10 years ago. If you want to see what I did with this, I actually stored some fish. I did some aquaponics stuff. That's where the waste of the fish actually feeds the plants for nutrients. And this was the tub. And I also had the aeroponics. I've had all kinds of stuff. If you want a little backup there on my channel, or there's a subscribe button down there at the bottom. You go ahead and click that. And that'll show you some of the other videos I did way back when. So anyway, back to this. I have this tub that I made up. Now, what I recommend is keeping something like this if you have the room. Or maybe one of those Starlight tubs, you know, that you store your stuff in. Just something that's going to be able to house your fish in the event that you had an emergency, like your seals went on your tank, or the tank broke, somehow that you lost that main tank and you want to keep those fish alive. There's going to be maybe some different parts of this series, but this is going to be for maintenance for right now. But like I said, I would suggest getting one of those if you have the room to keep around. Comes in handy. So, if you've been following my channel, I have flower horns. I had a new flower horn come in, and unfortunately, I don't have a hospital tank because I only have one 55 gallon tank, and that's all I own right now. I have some medical issues, you know, from time to time in my videos I've stated. So I can't lift a lot of stuff, you know, real heavy. I mean, it's like 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds, and I have to go and rest myself. Enough of that. But anyway, it's nice to have one of these on hand, you know, if you do have that emergency. So he came in with Hexamita. Hexamita is a bear to get rid of. And he was eating at first, so I started like a salt treatment, you know, the 1 tablespoon per gallon in the tank. I did that over a period of 24 hours. I raised the heater up, I jacked that up. I think it was like 92. And I was getting a hold of it, I thought, but then he quit eating completely. So then I got some chemicals, and I tried some chemicals, and the chemicals didn't work. So what happened was I lost him. So I want to start over and get some more flower horns again. And I've asked on the internet, several sites, how to clean your stuff, because this Hexamita can stay alive for a while. If it's in still moist type of things, like your hoses or something, it can stay out there. So I read online, take all your stuff outside, which I did. If it's summertime, or you live in a state where the climate, you know, where it's sunny all the time, you can put your stuff out on the deck, out on the, you know, the yard, whatever, and let that sun bake it, bake all the moisture out of it, and then apparently that'll kill viruses, parasites, whatever it is. So I did that for a while. But then I noticed here in the eastern states, I still have condensation in my hoses and stuff, and I'm worried sick about this now. Even though we run meds through the tank and everything else, the filter, everything needs to be cleaned somehow to be able to start over, because I don't want to run through this again, you know, and lose fish. It stinks when you lose like really nice, you know, prized fish, like flower horns, beautiful fish. So everything's back in now again, and I've read that you can use hydrogen peroxide. Let me try to stand up here on my knees. That you can use hydrogen peroxide. Now that's just regular hydrogen peroxide you buy from the store. I'm not sure of any percentages or anything like that. I filled this up to about here on this 55 gallon drum. So I'm thinking maybe roughly I have 20 gallons in there. So I'm going to try like a cup. So what else I have is I have this submersible pump. It's made by Craftsman, and it's called a portable utility pump. It's got little screens on the side. These are nice to have. You know, you have a water leak and you got to get rid of water real quick. So I use the other end of my Python that has a garden hose on it. This has a garden hose adapter on there, and you just screw it on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my hoses on there together that I used, and we're going to drop that right in the water. Anything that you use that came in contact. Sponges, I use these containers. And you're going to submerge all that in there. Dividers. You just don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm not familiar with it. Like I said, I ran salt and I run everything through there, but I just don't really trust it. So we're going to pile all that stuff in there. Make sure it's submerged. Now what you want to do, you can consult with the internet if you want, but I'm going to try a full cup of hydrogen peroxide, like that. Sorry about the lighting, but apparently we lost it. So I'm going to put that 1 cup right in there. Want your nets, everything's going in there. Rags, other hoses, anything you you want to save. If not, then you know what to do with it. Throw it in the trash. Clean the fill adapters, whatever it is. Just make sure everything's nice and submerged. You might have some stuff floating. Just periodically come by and push it down. It's going to get that through it anyway. Okay, so that's everything in there. All we got to do is just plug in our pump. Like I said, make sure you don't run it dry, like any pump. Like any submersible pump. Alright, now you can see all that stuff's in there. And it's submerged. You hear the pump running, water going. We're going to leave that running for a couple hours. So this has been pumping away for about 2 hours now. We'll go ahead and we'll turn the pump off. And let me pull out one of these dirtier hoses, which was completely green. And I can see by pinching on it, it's breaking away. These were almost completely green. Now they're coming out like a whiter color. These were used for probably 10 years without being replaced. You can see this is working good. So that's it for the maintenance portion of it. That'll keep your hoses clean. Go ahead and spray them down with a hose or run some just regular clean water through this. But the amount of residual of the hydrogen peroxide still in the hose isn't going to hurt your fish, and it will dissipate out of your tank and won't harm them. So that's the maintenance portion of this video. Now, if you want to continue on, I'll show you where I'm going with all this stuff. So hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. That subscribe button's down there in the corner. Click that and you'll have access to all my videos anytime they come out. You never know what I'm going to do. DIY, pet videos, reviews, health products, concerns, whatever. I have another channel. It's called Fibros66, and that's on some other health concern issues and some tips and tricks on there. So please share with your friends. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know how your project turns out. Take care.